Alright guys, so testing out the TRX4 Traxxas crawler. Has the Chevy Cheyenne K10 body, and right now I have the shocks on the softest that they will possibly go. We're going to try that out, see how that does, and then we're going to tighten the shocks up and see what our main difference is. Needed to get some mud off the tires anyway. So that rubbing that you hear, that's actually the tire rubbing on the body because of how soft the shocks are. So right now, I have both the front and rear diffs locked. So all four wheels are getting power right now. This is also a comparison for later on whenever I put some brass parts in the K10. Right now it is completely stock. And then a couple weeks from now, I'll be switching from regular rims and tires over to beadlock rims and some different tires as well. Almost ate it right there. I mean, she crawls good, large range of motion here. My dog in the background. He's not a huge fan of RC cars. Just came out of my shoes a little bit. Awful soupy down here. Alright guys, so we've had a pretty good demonstration of what the softest suspension setting looks like. I'm going to cut and go to what the firmest suspension looks like. Alright guys, this is the Traxxas TRX4 Chevrolet Cheyenne 10 body. We just did a test on softest shocks and the way that performs against the firmest shocks. Right now we have on the firm shocks, so we've tightened down all the nuts on the shock towers. We're going to see how she performs compared to when they're really soft. Also, we are in high gear right now, and we have both the front and rear diffs locked. So as you can see, just from that little curve around the wall right there, it's pretty top heavy. You can see it almost wanting to fall over. And look how slow we're going. And look, I just went on two wheels twice. So it's not doing too bad if you keep some centrifugal force going, but yeah, as you slow down, it wants to tip. So I'm going to put it in low gear. So as you can hear, the RPMs are much higher on the truck. And oh, we almost went. All right, folks. Leaving some tire tracks in the mud hole. Ain't that cool? All right, we're gonna run him down here. Put it in high gear real quick. We're gonna run him down here to the end of this little course we got going on. All right, we're gonna start the course. Throw it in low gear and hammer away. I will say, oh, can we recover? Power through. No. Let's see. All right, we're out of it. All right, we're gonna drop down over the lower section. Try not to get these tires too hung up there. Ooh. If you hear that little bit of rubbing, that's actually the tire rubbing right on the body. It is much worse than whenever, or sorry, the rub is much worse when the shocks are softer. Oh. But so as you can see, the main difference here whenever the shocks are softer than firmer is, if you notice here, we're crawling up this dirt clod. That back tire has come off the ground. The front tire is barely touching the body. If the shocks were much softer, that back tire would be on the ground, as this front tire up here would probably be eating up the body. So there are pros and cons to both. If you don't care too much how your truck looks, I would suggest modifying the body just a little bit, just so you can have those softer shocks without tearing up your body. Throw her into high gear here. Do a little spinning in the mud, and there we go, all the way down and back over again. We're in business. All right, we'll do a little speed test here. She's in high gear. We're gonna run down there and then I'll run back at you guys. Climb a little branch on our way. All right, speed test. Ooh, she went a little sideways on me. Hey, I will say this thing crawls out of pretty much anything that you get it stuck in. All right, we'll try another speed test here. It is wanting to pull way, way left. We can see it pulling right, but that's as it's coming towards us. Let's see as it's going away which way it wants to pull. Oh yeah, wants to pull left immediately. Wow. Holy. Wow, wants to go left all the way. So I'm going to change my steering trim up some. You can see as it was way over this way for some reason. Just got this car 2 days ago, so haven't driven it much yet. I'm going to put the steering trim right on 0. See what that does for us. Alright. Going to bring the truck back at us here, full speed, and she does go pretty straight. Look at that. The controller does not lie all the time. All right. Get in this mud hole here. See if we can flang something. Oh, yeah. That'd be a great close-up for you guys. But I don't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars to spend on another one of these cameras. And I don't know if it's waterproof or not. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Full speed TRX4 from Traxxas. Now that I fixed the steering trim, so much easier. So much easier to steer. It's a big deal, folks, to understand what all of your buttons do on your controller. Hit the mud hole again. Dang. Climb the hill. Climb the hill. Oh, yeah. See if we can come down it without tipping over. Oh, yeah. Tipped right over. Off to the races. See if we can make it around the little turnaround in the driveway without tipping. Oh. Oh. Center a little too hard there, bud. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed the comparison between soft and firm shocks, and hope this helps. Bye.